It looks like plastic's still no good though. We'll just have to believe in it for now. Okay, so we need to make a couple satellites. So we might as well just set ourselves up for that. Let's go pick up our sensors. Connected that a while ago. What? Oh no. I disconnected it a while ago and we haven't made one. That feels bad. Deal. What has happened to you? Oh, I'm out of iron. Okay. Sure, sure. Well, I'm glad I'm using my iron. Really probably should have put that speaker that Levels was talking about before, but fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we know that we're actually using it faster than we are accumulating it. So I'm just gonna fill this up to the brim. And we still have another 100k iron to spend. I think we're in a good spot. I think if I wanted to be smart about this, I just get rid of this bottom one and then have another depot right here feed into this one. I think that would be a little bit better. Because at that point, when both of these are out, then I'm pretty much out of iron. So I hate how this always comes down to the end, and then at the very end, I always just don't have whatever I need. It's always just at the very end. Very pressing. These sensors need steel plates. Not getting them. Plastic's up and running again though, so that's very helpful. So let's make like 5 satellites. Let's try to make at least 5 satellites, and then that will hopefully tide us over. I think we have enough for at least 3 satellites, 3 rockets, I believe. So let's make our solar arrays. Why is it solar arrays and not solar panels? You guys are you're killing me. P2, huh? This isn't Carvel. You don't need solar panels for things. What are they trying to be? Alright, let's make all of this. Carbon. I was hoping maybe they might start needing that bronze soon, huh? Huh? No. Never happened. All this bronze for nothing. Steel plates. Oh no. It's sad that I have more reinforced steel plates than regular steel plates. Because I find that sad. I think what we're gonna do I'm gonna have steel plates be made by themselves, not feeding into anything. And we'll just store that up into a chest because otherwise this just won't work out. At least electronics are back up, or circuits. Of 2 steel plate buildings. A lot of them. Oh! Oh, this might not work as planned either, but oh well. Stop taking these! I need them. Oh, I'm gonna be here so long. You know what? I'm gonna make a regular chest. I'm gonna make a steel chest, put it down, and you're not gonna bother me anymore. Take that. Go back to old school apparently, because these guys are vultures. The vultures. They're just waiting for anything to show up and they'll just grab it. Nuclear power is almost done. Okay, so if we make... If we want to make 5 satellites, if that's going to be our goal, that means we're going to need to make 160 solar arrays. 160 solar arrays is 640 solar panels. Of an ask, if you ask me. I mean, yeah, I could grab the ones that I have down here. Sure, I could do that. But I want to make sure our power is okay. So I guess we're not doing that. Get arc turrets. Why not? I'm going to use the steel plates that we have now to make the sensors. I just need to make one. I'd like to get one satellite made at least. Where we're at. Oh, hey. I need. About 80. Perfect. We're good. Work again. Okay. So what else do we need to make? Alright, grab. We need more optical computers. Sure. Low density, steel bulkhead, solar array, accumulators. Go make our accumulators. Oh no. Oh no. Our stash of heavy coils are gone. The 100 we picked up is only enough for like 11 accumulators. 8. Okay, so we'll be able to make 1 satellite. That's... Okay. Now we're just waiting on solar arrays. The low density we should have already. Go pick up more steel plates. What? Whoops. Oh, that's right. I never did put it on here because I thought we'd have enough. I was wrong. Or maybe I was right. I don't know. Down to... yes. Have it go slowly. Alright. Got more steel. Hopefully this is going to be enough for us. Up some more heavy coils while we're here. All up. This we're out of heavy coils. It's kind of crazy how much the cost for these picked up at the end here. Okay, so how many... I have so much junk all over the place. How many solar panels have I made? Made some, right? Okay, I made at 50. I have about 260. 160 divided by 4 is 40. That's enough for 1 satellite. So let's... we'll prep for that in a little bit. For now, let's put these efficiency modules in. Worth doing now. I definitely don't think we have enough. This is like 64 right here. I think it's 32 on each set for each. So it's actually 96. So we'll probably run out. Take a look at power needs for 1 hour. No, let's do it for 1 minute. Furnaces, 37.2. 37.2. Let's see what happens. Oh. They're gonna have to do this. Oh no. Can I not? No, I can't. Trade planning them? Save. I don't have any bots with me though. Oh, okay. I actually need 190. I forgot. I need to multiply by 2. I'll get started. Curious to see. Take them. While we're waiting on that, let's make our solar arrays. Somewhere. Get circuits. Perfect. Cut it in a third. Do a third. That's pretty good. Not changing all of them. Like I got the majority of them. To get all of them? Cool. Guess I'll... Yeah, I had some leftovers. Okay, cool. I know this isn't... I'm gonna run out very shortly. So it shows me all the ones I didn't put it in for some reason. Cool. So we're down to 20.1. I think it was 37.1 before. So I think that was well worth it. We have more on the way. Be exciting. Make our arrays? We did. Alright, so let's make our satellite. Just need the low density structures. Up. We have 8K. Make in an electric assembly. There we go. I just need to cancel it and try. Oh, okay, that's fine. It's been a while since that's happened, but we're good. All right, is everyone ready? We finally have most everything here. I mean, we have our satellite and everything. So we're gonna get our 1K space science. We have this launched and ready to go. Let's save before we finish this off. Rockets. And too bad we can't get it in it. Here we go. 3, 2, launch. There we go. Rocket launch. IR. Industrial Revolution. Technically done. Took us 73 hours. But I thought we were at... I guess we were at 69 earlier. Cool. So there we go. 73 hours for our first playthrough of Industrial Revolution. Very cool. We are going to continue on because there is a lot of cool stuff to be had. So I'm just going to go on. I think we have enough materials for another rocket, so we should be able to get the space science in. Let's route that into our science area here. Well, thank you. It was definitely a journey, and we definitely made it harder on ourselves. It's a bummer that we had to disable mod achievements early on. Not that I'm sure I could get most of them in this mod, but the fact that we just used the desert map instead of the forest map really screwed us over for the beginning. A little unfortunate for us. Do I have any yellow underground belts? Five? I want one more. One more. 11. Okay, cool. So, with that... Gonna do some belt magic with red belts. Okay, let's convert these into red belts instead. Let me figure this out. Basically, I want... And I want yellow. Perfect. There we go. Although my green. All those plates back on the belt. Might take a while, but I think it's better than just manually placing it into the labs. Okay, so with this setup that we have here, this is going to allow us to have 2 belts on the same line, essentially. So that will allow me to put our space science here. Get stuff. Up 1, I think. Bring this back a little bit. You might have exactly the right amount of space for this to work. It's actually incredible. Incredible. Then we just need some long-hand insert or fast inserters actually. Be good to go. See, I could actually use this setup for my purple and yellow as well, and then that way I wouldn't have to use the long-handed inserters. Again, I like the rainbow look. Grab fast inserters. I don't have any fast inserters anymore. There we go. We have incorporated our space science. Take too much of an issue. Let's go check on our rocket again, see if we might be able to launch soon. 49, we're out of rocket control units. Because we're out of sensors. Okay, fair. Hate it, but fair. some steel for us, and then I'll let the rest go for our sensors. So with the amount of science that we're gonna get, we need one more rocket, and then we can get the future age. Then we need to send a couple more rockets to get space surveys and whatnot. So in the meantime, while we're doing all of that, we're going to be upgrading our base, making it a little bit more energy efficient, and then hopefully messing or helping out with our deficiencies that we're having. So mainly right now that's steel. To make our steel a little bit better, more robust. Looks like carbon's good. I'm slightly worried about our iron. Because if we add any more steel, we're gonna run out of iron. That's actually really surprising to me. We'll have to check on this, see if we can make this more robust. I mean, at worst, all we have to do is just add another ore washing station down here, and then add maybe advanced mining drills down there. That should cover it, but kind of surprising that we had 400k and we're using it so quickly. In the meantime, right now what I want to do is I just want to prep for a couple more rockets in terms of satellites. Then we can let my base do its thing in the meantime. Looks like we're struggling a little bit more on our circuit making, but that's fine because we still have plenty of stocked up. It is kind of interesting though in IR how little circuits matter compared to vanilla. Like in vanilla, you need so many circuits, like a crazy amount of circuits to get anything done, because literally everything needs it. But here, you know, I've just had this full box this whole time and kept it topped off, and it's been fine since we started. Same with our blue circuits and our green circuits. Green circuits has been kind of problematic sometimes, but you know, it's back up to where it was. And you know, you would never get away with having 8 green circuit machines, never, in vanilla. It's got 8 green circuit machines in vanilla, then you're gonna have a bad time. But here, it seemed like the perfect number for us. Pretty happy about that. Productivity module seems to be doing its thing. D6 again. How's our... Oh, we're out of military science. But you don't need that for space science or future aid stuff. Get back to that eventually. Okay, so let's make more solar arrays and whatnot. So we need solar panels. Grab these. Carbon glass. Perfect. Made 34, that's enough for the next one. Now we have to prep for accumulators, I believe. Have enough for that. Got some. I run out of advanced controllers. Did. So let's go run down and grab some more. We have plenty. It's just having in the storage area. Oh, also, we also have these backup low density structures. So low density structures is not going to be a problem for our rockets, I believe. We're definitely going to run out of other things. Pleasant to know because, you know, normally that's a big problem. So if that's the case, I might actually just want to cut off our steel plates or cut off our low densities right now because we're using our steel plates, which is in high demand right now. I don't think I'm going to do that, but it's something I'm considering. So 26 accumulators, that's going to be more than enough. I think it's just 8, right? Yeah. So that's enough for 3 more. I think I'm ready for that setup. Then need more computers. Let's grab plastic. Don't have any in storage. I should probably just consolidate everything into one depot, but at this point we're getting into that limit though. At least all of these saplings shouldn't be here. I think plastic is not there, so let's go up. Fortunately, it looks like that's back up and ready compared to before. Might want to add back to this. It looks like I thought I cut it off on this one. I was wondering why this one wasn't working. We're good to go, so I'm gonna add it back in. At worst, it's just gonna stall because it has nowhere to put it on this line. So cover plastic. Make a bunch of fiber optic cables. We don't have to come back here and worry about making more. Efficient. Up these. It's quite late. Looking at the time now. And you know, we just finished our rocket, so maybe it might be time to call it for today. I'm just gonna make these couple rockets, or not rockets, the satellites, and then call it. Then tomorrow, it's probably going to be not as eventful, or we're just going to be going around trying to fix what isn't working that well. Right now, that's namely this. I want to get this working. I think we can. I don't think it's too difficult. It's just to think it through and that. Then after that, tomorrow we'll probably have to make duranium, or whatever the metal's called, which is the alloy between titanium and gold. We stored up quite a number of titanium ingots in preparation for this. We have 16K of each. And we have $1 million gold. We have 32k plus all of this, so we're pretty good. We're pretty good on that. We shouldn't have any troubles making dural whatever it's called. I want to call it duralumin because that's the metal in the Stormlight Archives, but it is not the same metal. Okay. Go. Do our job for us. Now logic controllers, let's grab some more. We want to have that module thing making 24/7 if possible. And eventually just change our whole base with that. That'd be good. There are laser assemblers. That's what these are. These are full, so they're not. Oh, here we go. These. They're kind of expensive, so I haven't made a lot of them yet, but they do exist. They work twice as fast as electric assemblers. Have that going. We just need sensors and low density structures. That should be doable, I hope. Sensors, are you working? They are. We're just gonna sit here until we have enough for 5 satellites. I think we already had some. I think we might have some in a box somewhere, but you should do it. It's a grand old time. I do kind of want to redo do it again for sure, but it takes too long. I don't want to spend. I think if I were to do it again, I'd take maybe 50 hours this time, because I know what I'm doing, what I need to look for, how to set things up, etc., etc. But it's definitely a time commitment. I still have other things to do in Factorio. Yeah, I have a couple. So number one, make sure you have enough room. So bronze, worthless. The thing is worthless. After you get out of the Bronze Age, just make tubes and you're good to go. This is all you need for bronze. Tin, kind of the same thing. You just need the ingots, the plates, and the wheels. Copper is very important, so plan for a lot of copper furnaces. Plan for ore washing and ore crushing. Plan for a more elaborate oil. For me, I had a small oil area. I had to redo the whole thing so I could get this set up properly. So this is my cracking, then that kind of thing that helped. Did I do this wrong? I'll need to fix that circuit stuff. Make sure you do it in a forest. Do it in a forest. Do not do it in the desert like I did. Because otherwise you'll have trouble getting rubber trees, and rubber trees are not super important, but they're pretty important. You don't need a lot of wood. I made a lot of wood, a lot of rubber. You don't need this much. You need some, and that should be good enough for you. And I think that's about it. You just want to make sure you have a lot of room to work with. We didn't exactly solve that. we ended up having to cheat in 30 saplings so I could make my farm, because we just could not find any. We spent a long time on that for sure. So that's an asterisk next to this playthrough that I'm sad to have, but I think it was necessary. The desert was not a good idea. Because trees and rubber trees are very important early game for fuel, and mainly just fuel, so struggle. And I think setups like this are pretty good for a while. This makes all my intermediates. I kind of just copied the same thing over for each metal once I got it. I made one of each intermediates. So I just went down the list and I made each of these things. You can make it a little bit more efficient, but just plan to make reinforced plates, rods, beams, tubes, gear wheels, rivets, and bearings. And then if you can do that and have them so you can get them out of this area, so you can use them in somewhere else and put them on a bus or something, I think you'd be very well off. My issue came in here when because I was just hand feeding everything mostly. I was just grabbing what I needed and then making whatever I needed, and that was good. It was very helpful because it's a pain to automate anything in this, and that was good. But later on, when I had the ability to start automating things that I need for sure, it turned into spaghetti. So I would definitely leave room, and also make sure that you can get your intermediates outside of your making area. Yeah, well, I mean, the sum was like up here somewhere, and there were only like 3 trees, so I don't know. It was not worth it. Not worth it. And like, it's a 0.01% chance for a tree, I think, for a sapling, if you wanted to make a farm. I don't even know, because these are all dead trees. But if you wanted to make a farm, you need the saplings, and to get the saplings, you need to cut down trees. And if you only have 3 trees, you're not going to get the saplings you need to do that. Out of 10. Oh, let's go pick up our inventory, and then let's go mine a little bit more tin, since we seem to be running out of it for once, strangely. We need to consolidate all this junk together, because I just have lots of things. Actually, I mean, long term, I probably should just be using my refined tin for this. Let's do that, and this will be the last thing we do today. So this tin's going directly to the crushers that are over here, and that's what's using all my tin. And then we have our refined tin, like 500k refined tin. So I'm just going to grab this. Bring it over. We currently already have outposts. We have the things that we need. We just need to fix it. The main issue with iron right now is not that we're not getting enough. Well, that is the issue, but that's because number one, I'm belting it. That's not ideal. Number two, we're just not bringing enough through. We don't have the strong output anymore. So we'll try and go fix that later. This was actually perfect. Amazing. I've done this a while ago. And there we go. That should be it for this. Make all the tin ore that I could ever want. We have 500k to be made. That shouldn't cause any more issues for us. Yeah, the iron is definitely pretty weak compared to what it was at the beginning. We'll have to go and check on that. Perhaps some of the miners stopped or something. But I think that's gonna be it for me today. Here's what our map looks like. Pretty glad for some reason they still haven't really cooped up here too much. We didn't really make any of our armor to begin with. We never really used this, even though that was kind of one of our major goals. That was mainly because the nuclear reactor that I was looking for did not have, or it needed nuclear fuel to run. I was not aware of that until Glorb. So if we want to, we could try and get some uranium done, but I think it's way too late to start that. So I'm not really planning on it. And they've been nice enough to us for now. We've been able to keep them off of us, and we do have some cool tech on the way, like these photonic cannons that we can try out. They seem like very strong AoE damage, so that'll be pretty cool. We can check that out. I do plan on continuing on for that reason. I want to see what all this other stuff is. I want to see what space surveys are about. I guess all it is you just get more space science, but you know, whatever. I want to try it out, and then once we have our fill, we'll end it there. I don't really have any overarching goal other than just checking out the rest of the sciences. So here's where we're at. The efficiency modules have definitely helped us out. That's pretty cool. This number be going up. How does this work? I don't know how this works. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Could go. That's. I mean, the problem is that it's gonna take a long time to get enough 235. That's what I'm more concerned about, because is 0.7 higher than in vanilla? I feel like it's a lot less in vanilla. But either way, like, we could definitely use uranium. We can try it if we want to. We can go ahead and try to do it eventually once we're done with everything else, or if we want to do some military things. I don't know. We'll make that decision then. For now, I'm not sure. We might want to just check it out in Sandbox or something. I just think it'd take too long. But, you know, who knows? I changed my mind. We'll see. And that's true. That's true. But I like Covarex. Infinite power! But, if it makes sense, I guess that could last a while. I mean, we'll have to see. I'll consider it, because we already have the sulfuric acid set up already, anyways. So we could try that. Like 2.5 million. What do you mean? We have a ton. Is there a specific yield for uranium to see how much 235 you get? Wait, no, that's through centrifuges. I mean, we have plenty of uranium. There's about 1 million over here, 2.5 million over here. So we just have to clear this out. We'll consider it. We'll consider it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much. Appreciate it for sticking by. We quote unquote finished Industrial Revolution, so tomorrow can just be like playing around, doing some other stuff in this map while we get more science, and we'll see how long we play on this. I can't tell you for certain, but it won't be too much longer. We'll find out. Thanks everyone for coming by once again. I'll see you guys next time.